This week on Photoshop Killer Tips, we're going to have layer style tips where we just talk about tips that revolve around layer styles. And let's kick it off with a good one on when you're in the layer style dialog box, you have a different way to adjust the style. So I'm just going to double click this layer right here. And that's going to open up the layer style dialog. And what you're going to notice is let's say I add a drop shadow. Okay, I could of course adjust the drop shadow with all the settings over here, but if you move your cursor over the actual image itself, you're going to see that the cursor changes. It's got this little almost kind of like crosshair next to the arrow. All right, that means that you can adjust the layer style just by moving your cursor over and just dragging. Okay, and you're going to see the distance and the angle settings are changing. If you look over on the right hand side, you'll see that they're changing as I go along. So let's go down here to, let's say, inner shadow. Same thing, you'll see the cursor inside of there and I can move that inner shadow around. Outer glow. Now I move over to outer glow and all you see is a hand. So your hand, that's kind of like stop. It's like somebody put up the hand in front of you saying stop. It's not going to work, and it just there's no settings that can be affected by you dragging around. So outer glow doesn't work, inner glow is not going to work, bevel and emboss isn't going to work. But as you go down through the list, you get the idea. Even things like gradient overlay will actually work. If you look here, you can kind of see that it's moving, it's changing the position of the gradient that's inside of my image here. So give it a try. It's a different way to add a layer style. Some people prefer to move the settings. Some people prefer to be able to just use that cursor and put it exactly where they want.